boy, Jet Black the one and only, and in this video I'm going to be answering the question, would a mouse kill you in a game show? Right now I'm getting some copyright-free chill hop to play in the background. I just have to wait for an ad. Here we go. You have Vanessa Brooks, welcome to the stream, it's good to have you. As I stated earlier, in this video I'm going to be talking about if a mouse could kill you in a game show. First I'm going to explain the game show, then I'm going to ask whether or not you think you'd be able to beat the mouse, and I'm going to tell you whether or not you were right, and then I'm going to talk about different versions of the mouse and how each version would or would not be able to beat you. So the game show would go like this. You're competing against a mouse. I gotta answer a message from my dad. Boom, boom, boom. So one moment. This is one thing that happens with live streams. If something pressing happens, I kind of have to react to whatever the pressing thing is. And Dad asked me a time-sensitive question. Thank you, by the way, Vanessa Brooks, for smashing that like button. Truly appreciate it. But the game show goes like this. You and the mouse both have to identify what makes a good pattern and what makes a bad pattern. You'll be shown a series of patterns with rules. And what you have to do for your first challenge is before the mouse does, you have to tell it, before the mouse figures out which pattern is the good one and the bad one, you have to tell the announcer which pattern is good and which pattern is bad. Then in the second challenge, you have to make a good pattern before the mouse does. The rules of the game show are as follows. If you beat the mouse in both challenges, you'll get literally whatever you want. So you'll be given a prize, and the prize is whatever you want as a prize. But if the mouse beats you in either the first challenge or the second challenge, you die. You're just gonna be killed. So the question is, considering that it's a mouse, like an animal mouse, do you think you could beat the mouse at both challenges so that you'd be able to get whatever prize you wanted? In this video, I'm going to talk about how the odds are stacked against you from the very beginning, and that the more adjustments you put on the mouse, the worse your options actually are. Real quick, I'm answering the message that my dad sent me. He asked me what I want to eat. I always answer the same thing. I say not seafood or American fried chicken. Because I'm fine with something like Chinese food, like Chinese fried chicken. But anyways, on to the situation at hand. So, real quick, Professor Trevenant said, long time no talk. Hello, Professor Trevenant. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. So, one big thing to talk about real quick is how good are mice at challenges like this, at being able to recognize what is a good pattern versus what is a bad pattern, and how good are mice at doing that versus a person, because that would really help you with understanding how well you would do in the first challenge of the game show. So, real quick, we have to understand how smart are mice in general. For a long time, mice were considered some of the dumbest animals when it came to doing lab testing, and rats were always considered to be the higher tier animal to pick for tests. But recent studies have shown that rats and mice are about equal in intellect, meaning that what rats are capable of doing in lab experiments, mice are capable of doing at an equal level, meaning that rat minds and mice minds are even. Now, there was an experiment done that's very similar to this game show. Welcome, Poco, to the stream. It's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. There was a study that was done recently that showed that in this game show that we've set up, rats and humans did equally well at the first challenge. So thank you for smashing the like button. Rats and humans both are equally good at recognizing what is a good pattern versus a bad pattern when taught the rules to what a good pattern is and what a bad pattern is. Meaning in the first challenge of the game show, you and a mouse, considering that mice and rats have the same level of intelligence, you and the mouse have an equal chance of winning that first challenge. But things get worse for you as the game show continues. So the second challenge in the game show is determining whether or not... Oh, by the way, Professor Trevenant posted something really interesting in the live chat. He said, we have many reported details on that subject in a great book Let me get the live chat up, because I've seen the title of that book before, but the live chat vanishes if I don't read it quick enough. So I have to look at it on the computer screen rather than look at it on the phone screen. So I'm pulling that up now. But the book that he mentioned came up while I was researching stuff for this video. So that's why it caught my attention so fast when he posted that. Also, I think the music is really low that I have playing in the background. Okay, there we go. I posted test in the live chat because sometimes it doesn't immediately appear on my computer. So Professor Trevenant said, we have many reported details on that subject in a great book/movie, Flowers of Algernon, with that as the main point. Yes, that actually came up multiple times in search results, but I don't know a lot about it. I remembered watching an animated movie when I was a kid that was about these really intelligent lab mice, and they had like rats as the bad guys and stuff like that. But that was really cool. I'm glad that you added that in. I'm getting a call from my friend Ryan. I'm going to have to get back to Ryan momentarily. I suppose I could have a part 2 to this video, so I'll just have you guys stay tuned for more content. And don't worry, in the next video, I'll make sure to go into more detail about what this video is saying. So sorry to cut it short, but I'm going to have to cut it short. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you'll be able to tune in for part 2. Peace.